Alrighty, so here we are standing on top of what I like to call Pride Rock. It's this giant rock sticking out of the ground. And you kind of just want to think of this map as like a giant rectangle, right? And on one side is the shoreline, the coast, and the other side is like the cliffs. Alright, and this is water treatment over here. And I'm sure some of you know this, I'm just going over the basics. Alright, so here we are with, again, no rogues on the fucking turrets for some reason. They don't want to spawn for me. I don't know why. But there are rogues there. Okay. And this is the grenade launcher rogue, the one you have to kill crossing. And over here is the 50 cal rogue that you don't have to bother with, as long as you don't go past this part. If you go over here and into the line of sight of the rogue, then he'll melt you with the 50 cal. But basically I just go right here and then I snipe this one on the GL, and I'm gonna run all the way over here, all the way along the coast, the shoreline, do this little cave around, and I'll show you guys. But this is the route I take to farm rogues. Works really well. So here we go. Alright, so this is my route. This is the first spot I come to. And you're gonna have to want to snipe this guy. Alright, the GL rogue, because if you don't, you get any closer, he's not gonna shoot you from here. But if you get any closer, he's gonna melt you with that GL. So you snipe him. And you're good to move on. As long as you stay on the left side of this road, then the other rogue on the 50 cal won't mess with you. In my opinion, this is the best route to take, so I've had a lot of success with this route. I think it's pretty safe. You can also snipe them from the cliffs on the other side of the map, but it's a lot riskier up there, in my experience. Gonna follow coast here. Go through this cool looking cave. And through this little passageway, and then get this guy. From here, and across the road. Always check these wooden boxes on this map because they have really good tech spawns in them. Found bitcoins in it a lot. And from here you're gonna get this guy on the roof. He was kind of looking at me like he was gonna shoot. I want to say that there's two on this building, two rogues on this building, two on this building, and then three on this building, right? So the one I just killed on the GL, there's a 50 cal in the back right here. That guy that I did not kill, I guess. And then there's another 50 cal on this side. So you need to... See, he's coming over here. And they will beam you during the day. If you go at night, their aggro range is quite a bit less. And I kind of actually recommend at night, honestly. If you have the quad MVGs at least. But yeah, 2 on this building. You don't really need to worry about these unless you're on that side of the map, really. And this is the... Over here is the 50 cal I was talking about. And I missed somehow. He's gonna go around to the front of the building. But, oh wait, he's gonna go right back on the 50 cal. Never mind. Alright, he's dead now. But yeah, they... Even if you shoot them off the turrets, they'll rotate back on the turret. Eventually. That guy was pretty quick to do it, but... There are 3 rogues that roam in the middle here, but... From my experience, it's not really worth going for them. Inside of these warehouses, there's all kinds of tech spawns. You want to check basically the entire wall of every warehouse. On these boxes, all that stuff. There's crazy spawns like aces, graphics cards, all Vertex, all kinds of stuff, VPX. I haven't really been finding graphics cards lately, but there for a while I was finding them. So definitely we're checking in these rooms, like here, there's a Tetris. Really just the whole building is worth checking for all kinds of loot. And from here, you're going to want to make sure, I already killed these 2 on this side, but you want to make sure that there's none on the roof. Sometimes the 3rd one will come rotate over here, so just keep an eye out for him. But you can kind of see him from here. He's still on the turret. I'll go ahead and get him. Alright, so he's dead.
Locals arrived.
And there's another guy on the turret there. Check this box, nothing in here. So this guy, I just kind of slow walk. Spot him. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, this is offline, so I'm fucked. Apparently there's more rogues on offline mode than during the day, or during normal online raids. Bro. Holy shit, they just keep coming. Okay, well this is not normal. Holy. Alright, well this is not normal. There's not normally rogues here. So you didn't have to worry about that normally, but that was pretty scary. Not gonna lie. Oh my. My guy's pretty fucked up. I couldn't figure out how to get the rogues to spawn, so I put it on like, what did I do? Like, more rogues than normal, or more AI than normal for offline. And I guess that's why they just spawned, but normally, after I kill that, the one on the roof, then you're clear until you go to the other side here. But it's gonna be a while before I gotta heal up here. Alright, so anyways, back to the regularly scheduled programming. So these rogues are not normally here. This was a freak occurrence because of its offline mode. But as you can see, it's like they just have raider spawn loot. And there's only supposed to be 2 of them, but because it's offline, I'm assuming there might be more now. But we'll just stick to what it is when it matters online. So we made it to here, killed the one on the turret. From here, we killed the 2 on this side of the roof. So we're gonna push up behind this truck. And then sometimes you get lucky and they're just literally right in front of you here. Other times they're like in the building. They can kind of spawn wherever. But there's 4 of them all together. So you want to take them out. Like, they're going to make it easy on me this time. Usually once you kill one, they all just kind of aggro. But depending on where they are in the building is the hardest part about this. It's kind of, they can either be on the, they can spawn on the side here, or they can be on the side of the building like they just were, and it's easy, you just pick them off like I just did. They can be over here outside, and they're a little trickier to fight here, and then they're the hardest when they're inside the building because you have to bait them out. Usually the best way to do it is just kind of go in the building real quick, get them to like kind of bait shots at you and then run out. But from my experience, when I come this direction, a lot of times they are outside and I can just kind of pick them off, and then it's just, like I said, pretty easy like that. But there are 4 of them, so you're gonna want to take out all 4 of them before you loot anything. And like I said, they have all kinds of different raider loot, and like the MKs, and every once in a while they have tactics and even some hex grids, so they have good loot. A lot of BP, a lot of trooper armors. So yeah, if they're not visibly showing here when you first come to that truck, then what I do from the truck is I run across here, and then I scope out, see if they're over here. Sometimes they'll just be standing here, and then you can kind of fight them. You always want to take right-hand peeks with these guys, just like any AI really, or any fights, but especially against raiders and stuff and AI bosses, you want to do right-hand peeks. So like if there was a raider or rogue right here, I wouldn't want to peek him like this with a left-hand peek because he would see me. So you're gonna run across over here and get him with the right-hand peek, right? If he's like right on this truck, and then this is a good angle to get them if they're sometimes in this doorway. But the main thing is just you want to right-hand peek them from corners. You don't want to get out in the open against those guys. I got really lucky I didn't die to those ones that spawned over there. But that's, like I said, that's a it's not normal. That's just because it's offline mode that they spawn there. But normally it's just these 4 over here I just killed. And sometimes they will be in here in this building, up on this walkway when they're inside. So if they are here, especially during the day, at night times you can get by with killing them sometimes, but if you run to this little pillar and like slow peek, you can sometimes get a few of them. But it is not really advisable to fight them inside this building because there's a lot of shit they can shoot you through, and the frames are pretty bad in this building as well. But you can fight them from here. And there's tech spawns on all these shelves. All over there. Alright, so we have the northern checkpoint extracts. So I will show you guys where that is if you don't know. Oh god. Yeah, see, I already killed all 3 on the building, but because of offline mode, there's more. Where are you? Okay. Their aggro range is insane though. It's actually insane. Like I said, normally 3 on this building, 2 on that building and the other building. So like the 1 and the 3 building. Alright, you want to make sure that before you run up here that this turret is dead, which we already sniped him. So we should be good. But once he is dead, you can basically just run up here, go through this crawl hole. There's a few scavs over here sometimes. You watch out for them. And then on these shelves and stuff, there's spawn. There's honestly like, there's loot all over this map, so doesn't hurt to check no matter where you are for loot. We're just running through there. The train spawns in there as well. That's the train station. So the armored train, like on reserve, will come, and you can take that if you don't have northern checkpoint and you don't want to go to the other extract I'm going to show you. Then that's also an option. But so this is northern checkpoint, and I'll show you guys in another clip of where the other route is and the other extracts. You guys had my route to get to Path to Shoreline. So the main thing is you just want to make sure that this turret's dead. If he's not dead, he'll ruin your day real quick. 50 cal. So yeah, make sure that it's dead. And then you're free to just push up this valley. And from my experience, this is a very safe route to take if you want a guaranteed extract that's always open, with not a lot of people to deal with. And this is it's a good bet. You're gonna come up here. See reserve off in the background there. Occasionally there will be people up here sniping, and this is another viable option for if you want to kill rogues. You can get up on these cliffs and snipe, but I don't have an AI enabled right now, so I'm not gonna really show you. I guess I can show you one of the angles I use. If I spawn up here, like if I get this spawn close or the other spawn a little further back, then I will go this way instead of going the normal route that I take by the shoreline, just because it doesn't really make sense to go all the way over there when you're close. And if I do get this spawn, then what I'll do is I'll come up to this crack in the rocks here. And you gotta be careful during the day. Like, you can't just walk up here, you'll get beamed by the 50 cal, but you come up here and you just kind of slow peek this 50 cal and pop him, and then come over here, get this one right here, and there'll be a third rogue like around here usually. And I mean, really, you could get all of the rogues from up here if you wanted to with a high power scope. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you can see them along the side of this wall here. So this is another option, but a lot of people know about this area, and you get a lot of people coming in from behind you, it seems, early on in the raid. Later on, it's not as much of a thing, but like I said, just be careful, because you will run into people. But it should be good. I usually only take this extracts I guess if I spawned over here and I don't have northern checkpoint to take, but I'm pretty much forced to take this extract if you did spawn here. So you're just retracing your steps essentially. Also this, I guess I should cover this minefield. Basically starts at this sign and goes all the way through this valley, this ravine. All the grass is full of mines, so definitely avoid that and stay on the rocks. And there's a couple spawns up here, like the one basically where we just left is a spawn. And then there's another spawn on the top of this cliff, which is where we're headed to extracts. So just keep in mind. There can be people up here, but it's pretty rare. I'm sure the more people start to figure this map out, the more people you'll start to see. But yeah, so basically I'm just running along this cliff here. And as far as I know, there's no mines down here, so you don't have to worry about that. But just stick along these rocks. And then you come down right here. And your extract is right here, path to shoreline. Pretty easy, pretty safe. Definitely a valid option, so that's pretty much it, guys, as far as just the routes that I take to farm rogues. I've got this map down pretty well now. I played it a lot. I've made a lot of money and gotten a lot of XP from this map, so I'd say I know pretty good what I'm doing. So if you guys have any questions outside of this video, just feel free to stop in my stream, and I usually stream every day and I can answer all questions for you. And I hope it helps some of you out. Maybe I have a lot of raids to swipe, so I'm always down to help someone out if you guys have some questions. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.